Hi, I'm John Davis, and I'm a candidate for mayor of Attleboro. I'd like to thank all of you first for taking an interest in this upcoming election on February 28th. As many of you may know, I've been involved in one way or another in local government and political activities for over 30 years. I first got involved in local government because as a small businessman, I felt that local government wasn't doing as good a job representing the community as I thought was possible. So I first got involved as a member of the Municipal Planning Board, and then as a member of our Regional Planning Authority. From there, I went on to charter our City Charter Commission, and later spent 8 years as a city councilman. But this election isn't about what I've done in the past. It isn't about seeking some lifetime achievement award. It's about what can we do for the future to move Attleboro forward and to make the life for the next generation of people in Attleboro better than the one that the past has experienced. I believe that there are many, many things that we can do in our community that most of us all agree upon. We all seem to agree that roads could be better maintained, that we need to upgrade our water system, that simple things like building a new senior center that we've all talked about for 20 years are all things that we should be able to achieve if we work together collaboratively. And that's the important point, working collaboratively. I've been a nonpartisan political individual most of my life. At one time or another, I belonged to each of the political parties. But the reality is I'm a moderate, middle-of-the-road, rational guy. I think the problem we see today is too much of the government we see in Washington trickling down into local government and creating a bickering amongst people which prevents us from adequately providing the optimal services that people deserve. As your mayor, I will be as inclusive an individual as you can possibly be. Everyone deserves to have an opportunity to provide their skills and their experiences and what they have to offer to local government. Local government shouldn't be about if the party that you're affiliated with is in power, you get to be involved. Everyone has something to offer the local government, and I will include people of every description imaginable if I have the opportunity to serve as mayor. Now, there are many things that we talk about during these political campaigns that in reality we all agree on because we all know deep down they're going to happen. You know, again, we talked about building a senior center. There is no one who thinks that we're not going to build a senior center. You know, as we know, the devil is in the details. But again, in my opinion, to get the best end result, you need to be willing to allow everybody to have a seat at the table and voice their opinion in the whole process. I've been a collaborative person all my life, which is why I've been successful in business over the years, is that most of the things in life that made me a lot of money were ideas that people who worked for me brought forward. They weren't things I thought up on my own. As mayor, one of the most important things you do is hire the staff around you. And I believe the same standards that we use for electing a chief executive like myself are the same that we should use for hiring people for city government. We should hire people based on what they know, not who they know, and what they can do for the community, not what they can do for the other elected officials. As mayor, I promise you that I'm going to surround myself with the individuals who can best serve our community and provide you with those basic fundamental services that we all agree on. The mayor is a leader of the community and has to have a vision for the future. This is one of the first things that Mayor Robbins told me over 30 years ago, is that in order to be the mayor, you have to have a good vision of how you see the future of our community. And the reality is, as a businessman, I've recognized for 4 decades now that the only way we can provide all the services and wants and needs that we talk about in these election times is through economic growth. We are taxing taxpayers to the limit that the law will allow us. The only way we can actually provide even a few of these services that we always talk about at election time is through economic growth. You can't squeeze more money out of the taxpayers today. We've reached the limit. It's only through new economic growth. I've spent a lifetime being involved in business. I've owned 3 successful small businesses, and I've done work for companies all over the world. I believe I have the right set of skills and experiences to help move our community forward. And I hope that on February 28th that you'll come out and give me the opportunity for the next 10 months to prove to you for what I've been saying for the last 30 years, that I can make a difference in our community if I'm just given the opportunity. Thank you all so much.